Please start your screen sharing now.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Can you see my screen?
Okay,
Yeah.
no problem.
Yeah. Yeah. Good morning, everyone. I'm Shravan from IEEE Young Professionals Singapore. Well, I'm doing my PhD in Nanyang Technological University, Singapore. I'm in my final year of my PhD. So the title of my presentation, today's presentation is Organizing Virtual Hackathon, Tools and Tips. So the main intention of this presentation is to explain the structure of a event organizing and management. So I'll be discussing about the details like how you can start the hackathon idea, build the idea, and try to organize it. How much manpower you need to plan this event. So this is the flow of my today's presentation. What is hackathon? I'll give you a basic overview of this event, and then hackathon team, like how many people you need to organize you should have in your team to organize a hackathon, and what are the different roles of each individual in the team in the hackathon event management. So and then I'll be going through like what is the main difference between online and offline event, especially in terms of hackathon. And then we'll be looking at like how a online hackathon event can be organized. So with the present betterment in situation, because after coming out of the COVID scenarios, so we can still think of semi online events. In this we'll be doing like that project submissions, like the result submission online, but the participants can still do some kind of networking. So this is the idea of semi-online event. And then I'll be giving the concluding remarks. So the hackathon is an intensive software-centric ideation, prototyping, and presentation challenge on known or unknown problems or opportunities. Basically, this is a competition. This is a competition in discussing about the ideas of participants, and the participants try to prove their idea, how they can solve the problems, and how these ideas can create new opportunities. So it's more like a competition, but the main intention of organizing hackathons is to create some kind of networking among like-minded people, people of similar interests, can get together in hackathon events, compete, get to know about different people and their projects, their results. So this is the idea of hackathon. So coming to the goals of hackathon, to strengthen the community that the hackathon is for. So maybe if you are in a student community, to strengthen the student community using the hackathon. If you are in a business community, to strengthen the business community using this event. And the other goal is be welcoming to newcomers to the community. For example, we are from IEEE engineering background. If someone from biomedical still have some idea, maybe to solve the uh, COVID-19 issues, or maybe to do something else in biomedical, and we should welcome these people to participate in hackathon and help them with the skills what they need. Maybe they would be lacking in programming skills, maybe they are not familiar with IoTs, or they are not familiar with some kind of electrical instruments. The hackathon organizing team could help them and show them how their ideas are being implemented. So these are the few types of hackathon. Hackathon could be a programming competition. Maybe you give some programming task and do a competition. A datathon, where you provide few data sets to the participants and ask them to analyze these data sets, give some prediction model, or analyze these data sets and say some kind of trends. And next we have a hackathon. Like hackathon is a general term, like the competition. And the next thing is like business case competition, where a bank can assign some problems and ask the competitors to show some solutions. So this is the checklist for a successful hackathon. First of all, you need to have a theme for the hackathon. When I say a theme, it means like what kind of problems you want to focus on, what kind of opportunities. Does this hackathon belong to some business competition? For example, if you are speaking about Amazon hackathon, so they'll deal about how to attract uh, the users to do more shopping on Amazon. This could be a theme. And COVID-19, maybe how can technology transform, can solve the issues like COVID-19 in present situation. It could be about analyzing the data of the patients. It could be about using the wireless systems to know the crowd or number of people moving in certain area. So the theme is the most important thing. What kind of problems or opportunities you are looking at by using this hackathon. And the second thing is you should have at least 1 to members in your team who already attended hackathons before you start planning. And the third thing, you should have enough time for planning. If you want to organize a hackathon from IEEE, you should at least start planning 2 months before. You need minimum 2 months time, and maximum could be like 6 months should be more than enough. And sponsors and partnerships. If you speak about sponsors and partnership, like they are not just to fund you, they are not just to support you with the logistics, but you can use these sponsors to promote your event for a larger audience. If your sponsor is Microsoft, then you can reach a large number of audience in different regions. And if you are speaking about a offline event or semi-online event, then the booking venue is also very important. You need to book a venue and make sure all the participants are given some space to work for. Because the hackathon goes on for like 24-hour hackathon, 48-hour hackathon, a 3-day hackathon. So you need to book some venues and to help the participants to stay there. Creating a web presence. So we need to have a web platform. We need to have some kind of dashboard where all the details of a hackathon are present, and you need all the participants can upload their submissions there on website, and other participant can go through all these submissions. So finding the right judges is also important. You should have a mixture of different judges, a few from industry, few from students, few from research, and maybe a humanities side as well. If you have like different variety judges from different fields, then it could be a better judgment on project submissions. So the final thing, the cool prizes. The most attractive thing of a hackathon is the prize. If you go through the best hackathons going on, the prize number in like hundreds of thousands of dollars, that is the most attractive thing of any event. So make sure you have a attractive prize money. And this is the blueprint. So if you speak about a hackathon event, it should be organized, divided into two parts: defining the hackathon and running the hackathon. So if you look at the defining the hackathon, this part includes date and duration of the hackathon. And a duration would be like 24-hour hackathon, 48-hour, or 3-day, 4-day hackathon. Lead time. Lead time is something you announce the hackathon, and uh, you announce the hackathon dates and at what date it is going to happen. It's more like I announced the hackathon to be in 2021 February, and now it is November. So lead time is like 3 months. So the participants get an opportunity to register and work on this idea before they start this event, before we start this event. So this is what we call lead time. This is also very important in organizing hackathon. And the next thing, like participation rules, you need to define the rules uh, before you start the event, like far before, maybe 1 month or 2 months before. And minimum deliverables. What are you expecting from the participants? What they should submit at the end of this hackathon? Maybe functional prototype, source code, or some prediction model, or maybe a demo or a video about the event. And the context, focus in terms of technology and business problems, scope, assessment criteria and process should be mentioned, and the awards. So this is what you need to do before you announce the hackathon. You need to work on all these things. You should have a separate team for this, defining the hackathon. You should work on all these 7 points before you announce the hackathon. So the next thing is running the hackathon. So you have announced the hackathon and the hackathon has started. You have announced the hackathon and you need to communicate updates on the timeline of the event, number of teams, participants, availability of resources. So provide self-service tools to register, explore the projects and other things. Make sure of lead time, how much time uh, is there when you announce the hackathon and the date of hackathon. Food and refreshments. If you have a semi-online event, then you should take care about the food, refreshments, where the participants stay for 2 days, 3 days, or 4 days. So all these things. Selection criteria should use predefined dimensions. So you can go through these things. And then the last thing is awards. You need to buy the awards or prizes or coupons, all these things. So these things you should make sure by the day of you start the hackathon, you are ready with all these 7 points. So hackathon team, how many people, what are the roles in hackathon team? First thing, you should have a event lead, the head of the event. And the second, you should have advisors, people who have experience of attending the hackathon, can be in advisor team. And the third thing is the finance. Someone should take care of treasure, be a treasurer and take care of funds. And liaisons are the people who communicate with everyone and make sure things are working well. They are in communication team. And the sixth is the defining the hackathon team. You should have people who specifically work on defining the hackathon team. And the last point is you should have a separate team with volunteers or members who work on running the hackathon team. So if you look at the hackathon team structure here, we have the defining hackathon team who will take care about the event theme, sponsor, prizes, judging criteria. And if you look at the running hackathon, which is below into 3 parts, you should have a publicity team who can broadcast the event and keep track of number of registrations and the address, particular details. And you should also have a technical team who look into the details, like how the Zoom Teams work, how the submission process goes on, address the participant problem in the event, and track the progress of the event. And especially in software centric events like hackathon, if a participant gets some issue with the coding skills, if the participant gets some issue with their IoT device or something, we should have few experts who can help them to come out of the problem. Maybe if you have a PhD guy, he can help the participants to structure the problem statement, how they are trying to solve the problem. So this is one of the important thing. And next, we should have a separate team who look into judging criteria, who can who can make sure the procedure of submitting the results is going well, and who can make sure uh, their judges are there and they are doing the judgment. So offline hackathon are of 3 types: offline event, online event, and semi-online. So in NTU in February, we had a offline hackathon. So it is a 24-hour hackathon. Here is the website of the 24-hour hackathon. You can see all the details about hackathon are kept on this website. Like, what is this hackathon, prize money, and what is the eligibility requirement of submission, deliverables, and everything, almost everything should be kept on a web platform. So, and other than this, you can also see the number of participants and the participant groups. So this gives an opportunity to network. Well, these are the final deliverables. If it is a hackathon, you should ask the participants to deliver a few things. So in this case, we have deliverables like a video, and we ask them to submit the code. We ask them to submit the documents like a presentation explaining what is their project about, what did they do in the hackathon. So, and there was some other event in NTU, which was online hackathon. Online hackathon, we use Zoom and the similar website to structure all these rules and regulations, submissions, including the timeline, rules and regulations, judging criteria, submission guidelines, and how using Zoom. So this is the platform which you can use for free to organize a hackathon, which is called DevPost. And this platform helps you to include all the hackathon details and make sure the participants register here and submit their submissions. Okay, yeah. This is the hackathon platform. You can use it for free and you can organize it online hackathon. So semi-online hackathon is a new idea where you can make sure all the participants are sitting at their house and maybe in the specified laboratories or anywhere in the university or any event place. And you can ask the other users, other participants to go to their location, go to their locations and click on their locations and make a conversation with them. So in this case, it is semi-online, like, you know, the participants are using the internet to network to the other, but they are physically present at some location. So in this case, the hackathon organizers can physically help the participants in resolving issues like technical coding issues or any other issues. But the best thing about this is you can speak with the participants and you can know how they are doing, and you can provide them an opportunity to network with other participants. It's simple, like you just go here, click on this, and you can speak with the other participants here. Yeah. So coming to the tools which are to be used for a hackathon, we usually work on Zoom. If it is online event, we work on Zoom. We divide every team into a breakout room and assign one hackathon volunteer who can help them with any problems. So we also use Teams, which is more flexible, and Slack as well. Teams is provided by our university and it is mostly used in Singapore. So all the submissions can be done in Teams, or if you want to help the participant, all the documents can be kept in Teams groups. So these are the three tools which you can use in organizing hackathon. So if you want to develop a web dashboard, go for DavPost here. It is for free of cost. And then if you want to do something uh, you can use Zoom, Teams, or Slack. They are also free of cost. So these things, they can help you in uh, arranging an online hackathon event. So to conclude this, for the intention of any event, the main intention of any event is networking. So we do a hackathon, it's a competition, but the intention is to network like-minded people. So if you just say it's a seminar, if you just say it's a workshop, very few people attend. So make sure you are add some kind of work party stuff. You add some kind of refreshments. You add some kind of fun games. You add some kind of involvement of each and every participant. Make it a fun event. So let it be a technical competition, but definitely there should be some kind of fun which attract the participants. So try to include some music session, some dance session, games, DJ, make it crazy, but it should be a networking session as well. So this is all about hackathon, online, offline, semi-online from me. And I'm in a student club here. I'm the former president of graduate student club in NTU. So I got help from many club members in making the slides. I would like to thank them for helping me, and thank you everyone in this who attended this presentation for being patient and listening to me. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Sharavan. Yeah, yeah. For all the attendees, if you have any questions, please feel right in the Q&A box, Q&A, and or raise your hand. And for all the speakers, and Nilmar, can you hear me?
Okay, good morning.
Sorry. Nilmar, can you hear me? Yeah, because I would like to make a snapshot group photo. Nilmar, because Nilmar is here now, but maybe he is very busy because he had simultaneously he is